Or Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahshua, Hava Kakadash. Double honors to apostles of great millstone and salutations to elect which we want to be. It's your brother Khawaji. Got a quick lesson for you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelites who better shame but looking like heathens. The Spirit bear witness that they're a child of Heavenly Father. In the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, who the world inly calls Jehovah, God of Yahweh. In the name of the Heavenly Son is Yahweh Shah, who the world inly calls Jesus Christ, also Jesus Christos, so Yeshua. I got a quick lesson. Any other precepts come out, y'all know it's the Holy Spirit, why you believe it or not. And, I've been making mention and stuff when it come down to, Moses drawing the line in the sand and whatnot. And, when it come down to the ones who's joined onto him, which was Lawyer or Levi, and so-called Haitians and whatnot and stuff, till this day, what I'm saying, you can call yourself by anything else and stuff and still be a Levite. It's about your spirit and whatnot and stuff that recognizes if what tribe that you are from. And the thing is that you know, the Levites joined on to Moses. Moses was a Levite as well, but he was the leader of the Israelites and stuff. What I'm saying? His congregation stuff was 600,000 stuff plus whatever. And the thing is that he was guiding stuff, Israelites and stuff to become closer and stuff onto the Heavenly Father. You know what I'm saying? Because it was at that time. Now, Salakia for the background noise and whatnot, but I'm gonna try to stay as close to the microphone and whatnot and stuff so you can hear what I say. And when it came down to those people, those Israelites, Moses pretty much was taking too fucking long and stuff when he was in the cloud and stuff to give more instruction and stuff just so he can guide them so they won't get fucking destroyed. And they pretty much came against Aaron. Now, even though it don't say it, we could tell and stuff, because when you read the story in the book of Exodus and stuff, Moses was like, when he came back from the cloud and stuff, when the Lord told him, it's like, look, your people and stuff, they go off. He came to Aaron and stuff, it's like, what did they do to you? You know what I'm saying? To cause you to cause him to go off. You know what I'm saying, right? And you already know that it's hostility. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody sitting up there because the thing is that he still waited for Moses while everybody else went off. He ain't joined with him. You see? So with that being the case and stuff, then that means that they had to come to him with hostility. You know what I'm saying? And we know how Jake is and stuff because we're Jake. You see? And the thing is, it's like this. The Lord, it's like this. It's like it's like this. You have you have you have Aaron get hostile and whatnot, and Jake went out there and stuff and created, well, Aaron is the one and stuff, it was like, look, give me all your gold because he was trying to save his ass because he had a bunch of people and stuff like, look, we finna do something damaging to you if you don't make us a god, right? So the thing was is that you had Aaron and stuff. It's like, look, give me all the gold and stuff that they took from the Egyptians and whatnot and stuff. And then he goldsmithed, you know what I'm saying? Somebody who knows how to work with gold and whatnot and stuff, and made a calf. A calf is a cow, a young cow. You know what I'm saying, right? Bull, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? A bullock, whatever. And the thing is that he made them something that they can see, you know what I'm saying, so they can praise and stuff because they ass was impatient, you see. And a lot of these people, a lot of these Israelites, they're the same way, you see. They're the same way, you know. And what I want to refer that to and stuff is how they are. Because look, when it came down to the calf was idolatry. What is the modern idolatry and stuff till this day? What is the modern idolatry and stuff? What is the modern idolatry and stuff to this day? It's the way of America. See, what's been been desecrating the whole world and stuff in the minds of the people. You see, right? So, and a lot of people agree with it. I'm saying now you gotta understand reincarnation. You know what I'm saying? You know, you just brought back in the spirit and stuff. Spirit never dies. Energy never dies. You know what I'm saying? You know, just the fleshly part and stuff decays. You see? And pretty much what's going on and stuff is that you have a lot of spirits and stuff that when you read the scriptures, that's considered as wicked and whatnot because of what they chose, right? Are the same ones still today. Now, uh, I want to grab this right quick. Let me see. This is Deuteronomy. Uh, I'm gonna go to verse 15, and then I'm gonna go back to the verse that I went to. So this is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. And it says, "But it shall come to pass if thou would not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power." Now, the voice of Yahweh thy power and stuff is his prophets. You know what I'm saying? You know, because we already know that if the Lord speak with you and stuff, you got to be dead. You see? You got to be fucking dead. You know what I'm saying? You can't be on this earth, right? So the Lord has set up certain men, you know what I'm saying, who's going to be moved by the Holy Spirit and stuff to give you understanding. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that you know, they well, Amos 3 and 7, it says, "Surely the Lord will do nothing but reveal his secrets unto the prophets," right? And those are certain men and stuff that he put in certain steads and stuff, where they was gonna learn about the word first and stuff to give to the rest of the people. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. Scriptures do say, right, if they hear or forbear. Forbear means they don't want to fucking listen, you know. And it's gonna be majority of the nation and stuff who don't want to hear. You know what I'm saying? You know, remnant means small number. You see? And when they come down to remnant having a small number and stuff, what does that mean? That means that it's going to be a small, well, what I'm saying, it's going to be a small fucking number and stuff of individuals who are Israelites, no matter how they look, who going to listen. You know what I'm saying? And that also means that the majority of the nation and stuff is going to be fucking destroyed. Why? Because they want to do something else for themselves. You see? Right, so this is Deuteronomy 28:15. It says, "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power," it says, "to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee." Right? I'm gonna skip to verse 68 because this is one of the ones. It says, "And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships." You know what I'm saying? You know, now when you try back in history and whatnot and stuff, you had a lot of well, you had the Taino Indians, a lot of northern kingdom and whatnot. You know, the Gadites, the so-called American Native American Indians. You also had Semio Indians and whatnot and stuff, and they was bringing them to Europe and whatnot and stuff. But then you had Southern Kingdom. You know what I'm saying? So-called black people and whatnot and stuff. The ones that you call African Americans till this day are black and whatnot, all that bullshit. The thing is that they were brought from Europe and stuff over into the Americas. You see, you know. And the thing is that uh, 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 this is the Egypt and stuff that the Lord is referring to. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to grab this right quick. This is Revelations 11 and 8. And understand what it says. This Revelations 11 and 8. It says, "And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city." Now, that's twofold. I mean, it has two meanings. You know what I'm saying? One meaning, well, the scriptures are manifold anyways, but one of the uh, one of the meanings, you know what I'm saying, is like first stage. It's going to be a lot of individual stuff in America, you know what I'm saying, who's going to be dead. This is not talking about actual Egypt. You know what I'm saying, even though it can still occur in Egypt. Thing is that right now it's metaphorically is metaphorically uh, 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 it's metaphorically and stuff talking about it's metaphorically we're talking about America. You know what I'm saying? And there's going to be reasons behind it. You know what I'm saying? Because Egypt goes into the Hebrew word Montazarium, which means double straits. You know what I'm saying? And part of the curses is that you're going to be stuck between a hard place and stuff. Matter of fact, I get it. But this is Revelations 11:8. It says, "And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city." Now, when it come down to Jacob's trouble, as it says in Jeremiah 30:7, "For alas, the day is great, it's none like it, even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it," referring to the elect, which we hope to see, like which we hope to be. When it come down to it, um, a lot of people are spiritually dead. You know what I'm saying? They're not spiritually awoken and stuff according to the scriptures because this is a spiritual book. But when it comes down to being aware of demons, I guess you could say that's some sort of spirituality and whatnot and stuff, but that's just one side. They don't know both sides. You know what I'm saying? And most of the teachings of spirituality and stuff, according to the world and stuff, is misleading. You see, right? So part of their dead bodies and stuff is that they don't know who the fuck they are. That's why they call them African American. That's why they call themselves Cuban. That's why they call themselves Mexican, Spanish, Hispanic, Latino, you know what I'm saying, Black, African American, Native American, Indian. They call themselves fucking Indians and stuff, you know what I'm saying? When Indian, when you go into that word and stuff, it means savage, you know what I'm saying? But meaning animalistic and whatnot and stuff, which they wasn't, you see? But, so on and so forth. Taino Indian, Puerto Rican, you know what I'm saying? Argentinian, Chilean, Ecuadorian, El Salvadorian, you know what I'm saying, Bolivian, you know, calling yourselves by the names and stuff of where you lived at. You know what I'm saying, right? Right? And a lot of people lean upon that. You know what I'm saying? Now I would say this and stuff when it come down to a lot of Northern Kingdom, when it come down to the Native American Indians, so called Gadites, and the Semio Indians and stuff, which are the so called Reubenites and whatnot, and the individuals and stuff that call themselves indigenous Indians, you know what I'm saying, which would be the tribe of Issachar and stuff, so called Mexicans and Wutu. Now, what I understand and stuff is this, you know, you all don't know is, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? We all this, part of the curses and stuff is that we was going to not remember who we were until the time comes and stuff for spiritual men and stuff to be awakened to give us the real understanding on who we are. You see, and uh, it's like so, like when it come down to it, and stuff, a lot of people not knowing who they are is spiritually dead. You see, you know. And part of that spiritually deadness and stuff, guess what's going to happen? You're going to sit up here and follow the customs and stuff that doesn't really award you, even though it seems like that, but it necessarily doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Now, when it come down to your power, which is Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, you see, Yahweh is the Heavenly Father, meaning He exists. Yah meaning He, Hawa exists. Ba meaning in, Ha, the, Sham, name. So in the name, Yahweh Shai, Yah meaning He, Yahweh Shai delivers, saves. You see, you know, right? So, not to veer off, Revelations 11:8, it says, "And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city." People don't know who the fuck they are. You know what I'm saying? Right? And it says, "Which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified." And the crucifixion and stuff is that, yeah, they might swear in on the Bible, but they don't follow the Bible to the T. You see? You know, the Bible is not the law of the land. It's created custom and stuff that's outside of the land of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. You see, right? How did you looking at me like that? It says, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. Barack Obama, when he was in office, he allowed all the states and whatnot and stuff to carry out homosexual and stuff marriages. You see, to carry out sexual, homosexual marriages and whatnot. And before all the other All the other countries and whatnot and stuff was like, we ain't down. Some of them kind of opened up a little bit and whatnot and stuff, but nowadays and stuff, they like, hell the fuck no. Putin and stuff's like, look, your ass gonna get put, most of them you gonna get put to death. You know what I'm saying? And Lord put the spirit in individuals and stuff where it's like, that's not acceptable. See, right? But it says Sodom, meaning Sodom and Gomorrah, and then Egypt. And Egypt going into Monazarium, which means uh, uh, bondage. You know what I'm saying? No. Double straits. Straits meaning STRAITES. Double straits. You know what I'm saying? Meaning place of difficulty, but it's doubled. And when you do your history and stuff, according to, let me see if I can find it. This is Psalm 64. No, Psalms 49. My bad. This Psalms 49 and 11. And it says, their inward thought is, and it's referring to Esau, Edom, the full-blown spirit of Caucasian. It says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their names. Now, when it comes down to America, America was named after Amerigo Vespucci. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that America means bitterness. You know what I'm saying? And the Edomite, for the fact that he has no mercy on the old and young and stuff, shows bitterness. You know what I'm saying? So you got North America, Central America, South America, but North America is the main. North America and stuff is the main place of confusion and stuff, which is called Babylon and stuff. And Babylon goes back to Babal, what I'm saying, which means confusion. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing but confusion in this place. You see? You know, right? So I'm gonna go back to Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And it says, and the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Now we already know from the history and stuff when we was in Egypt, right? You watch the movie. You watch the movie and stuff. What it's called, The Prince of Egypt, and then it's another one and stuff when it come down to Joseph. You know what I'm saying? When they come down to Joseph, you know what I'm saying? It's another one. That's not the Prince of Egypt. The Prince of Egypt is dealing with Ramses and Moses. You know what I'm saying? Or Moses and Ramses. Now, it's another one and stuff when it comes down to Joseph. You know what I'm saying? And his story being betrayed by his brothers and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Just so he can rise up to be in a great position and stuff to save his family and stuff with famine. You see, right? They was in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Right? But when Moses came on the scene, Moses took the Israelites out of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? And even though that they was probably still within that land in Africa, which Africa goes back to a white man, you know what I'm saying, Scipio Africanus, and he named the land after him, going back to that Psalms 49:11. You see, and when it come down to it, you know, when it come down to it, it's like, yeah, about some the noise. But when it come down to it, uh, the Lord said, we walked out, and it was a 7-day trip. You know what I'm saying? The Lord tried us for 40 years and whatnot because the faith was being tried and whatnot. And a lot of people didn't have faith, so they got destroyed. You know what I'm saying? So this Deuteronomy 28:68, it says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. You know what I'm saying? What are those ships? All those different slave movies and whatnot and stuff when we was on different slave boats. There's actually one slave boat where where it's called Jesus or Jesus brought us over into the Americas and stuff, mainly Southern Kingdom and stuff, because in the Roman persecution in 66 to 70 AD, we had fled from Jerusalem, you know what I'm saying, and enter into Africa and stuff. But that was more on the western side. That's why a lot of Nigerians, a lot of Ghanaians, or people from Ghana, fucking Igbo, you know what I'm saying, just a few that I know and stuff, you know what I'm saying. I would like to have a map, and based off them are the reason why, I mean, well, not just off them and stuff, but the thing is, based off them, you had a lot of individuals and stuff, you know what I'm saying, who fled in the western part and stuff. And when Christopher Columbus came through, or Cristobal Colon, which is his real name, a fake Jew, real, motherfucker who called himself Jewish, you know what I'm saying, what happened? He went into the land, demons. He went, he went into the Salakia, but Salakia, but we was pulled into Americas and whatnot. Now, Northern Kingdom stuff came over here before then and stuff, but the thing is that Southern Kingdom and stuff was enslaved. You know what I'm saying? 12 years a slave, by Uncle Tom and whatnot and stuff, when we was brought over to the Americas and stuff to be slaves. You know what I'm saying? When it come down to Southern Kingdom and stuff, mostly. Don't mean that there ain't been no other kingdom and stuff mixed in the mix. But just saying and stuff, it was mainly Southern Kingdom and stuff, you see. Right, so it says, Deuteronomy 28 and 68, it says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. So what is that Egypt? You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no history and stuff that's out there and stuff where individuals who was considered as slaves and stuff was transported and stuff to Egypt by boat, where it wasn't by boat and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you go into the history and stuff, it was another land and stuff where Israelites was transferred by boat and stuff as cattle, you see, right? Cattle or cargo or, you know, cattle or cargo and whatnot and stuff, right? And it says, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and for bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. And when you go into the word buy, it's the word quanah, and it means erect. It goes into save, purchase, redeem. You know what I'm saying? No man shall save you and whatnot stuff, meaning to get you out of that jam. You see, meaning that you was gonna be a slave. This is before indenture. Before they gave us papers and whatnot and stuff to be freed men and stuff. But that freed men and women and stuff. But that still ain't do shit. Even till this day and stuff, you're not a free man or free woman. You need permission. You need ID. You need a birth certificate. You need a social security card, and you need a passport and stuff. You need all these different identifications and stuff just so you can sit up here and slide across the borders and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That was newly created stuff in the colonized era. You see, you know, So the thing is that Egypt is talking about America. America has many names. So I'm gonna go back to that Isaiah 30 and 1, where they imputed on, well, not imputed, but they put upon us and stuff their fucking ways. And when I say their ways and stuff, I'm talking about the Edomites, the full-blooded spirited Caucasians. You see, you know. So this Isaiah 30:1. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahshai," right, which are Israelites that take counsel, but not of me. That meaning that you want a constitution. You know what I'm saying? Constitution wasn't made for you in the first place and stuff if you're Israelite. You see, there wasn't no Israelite and stuff in the mix and stuff in 1776 and stuff when everything was created and stuff by George Washington. That was not there. You see, Declaration of Independence. What else? The amendments. Woo to woo. You know what I'm saying? All right, remember it says in Joel 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, right? So whoever's ruling right now is faces on the money. Their race is on the money. Their ethnicity is on the money. And then at the same time and stuff, uh, um, you all, even when it come down to the other heathens, you know what I'm saying? They don't take part in whatnot and stuff because they're different heathen and stuff than what it is when it come down to Esau Edom. But Esau Edom and stuff is the bottom of all the heathen stuff, and he trash and he even fuck over his own people. You know what I'm saying? Right? So it says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit," and whatnot and stuff. Because the Lord had gave you laws, statutes, and commandments and whatnot, which got a spirit within it, but yet people don't want to follow it. And when I say people and stuff, I'm talking about Israelites. No matter how the fuck you look, the thing is that you don't want to follow that. You want to follow the ways of this world and whatnot because that's what you was taught first as a child. Scripture says in Proverbs 22:6, it says, no, in 22, yeah, 22:6, it says, "Train up a child in the way that they should go, and they would not depart from it." That's why Esau Edom and stuff is always worried about the children and stuff because they the new beginnings of another generation. If we get them on our vibration and whatnot and stuff, then they're gonna live by our vibration, and then guess what? They're gonna teach their children and stuff that vibration, and their children's children gonna teach that vibration and whatnot. This is how they destroy a fucking. This is how they destroy a generation. You see, right? And it says Isaiah 30:1 again. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord." So that means in order for you to be rebellious and stuff, you got to be following another way. You're not following your own way. You know what I'm saying? That the Lord is appeased with. You know what I'm saying? Which the Lord is appeased with. You know what I'm saying? You're doing something else. You're doing something that's unholy. You know what I'm saying? Out of his range. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say out of his range and whatnot and stuff, but I'll say outside of things and stuff that he allowed Israel and stuff to make them gods, to make them higher than the heathens. You see? And it says that take counsel, but not of me. It says, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. You see? And it says that walk to go down into Egypt, which is America, and have not asked at my mouth. You know what I'm saying? People don't run to the Lord. People run to, ain't nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Situation come up, ain't nothing wrong with the police, depending on certain cases and whatnot and stuff. You got higher levels of, individuals, you know what I'm saying, that's within the force and whatnot and stuff in different sections and stuff, you know what I'm saying, where certain ones will be applied to a certain situation. We understand that, you know what I'm saying, but a lot of people don't run to the Lord and stuff, you know what I'm saying, to get them out that jam. Why? Because they're not used to it. It says that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth. It says to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, what is the current Pharaoh, you know what I'm saying, Joe Biden, you know what I'm saying, for what the people can see, you know what I'm saying, but it's a higher individuals and stuff behind that and stuff who really control the world, and those are the elites on the left hand and whatnot, the Rothschilds, the Gettys, the DuPonts, the Oppenheimers, the rich Jewish banking families and whatnot, the niggas and stuff who wear them small ass hats, you know what I'm saying, right there on top of the dome, or they wear them big ass hats and stuff, and they wear all black and stuff with the curly fire sideburns and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And most of them wear fucking glasses. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, the thing is that those are the fake Jews and stuff, and they are the Egyptians. You know what I'm saying? And spiritually, the Egyptians, because what are they doing? They bringing forth bondage and stuff upon who? The Israelites. They bringing oppression to the Israelites. A lot of Israelites and stuff are underneath what's called Stockholm Syndrome. You know what I'm saying? When they love their masters and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because they're easily able to get instant gratification and stuff for what they want underneath their system. And that's why a lot of Jakes love this place. See, they don't have to necessarily love the person and stuff, but they love the place. They love the systematic system that they brought forth, and they love that shit. You see, you know, they don't lean upon the Lord. They don't lean upon the Lord. They lean upon this world and its system and society and stuff and its rules and regulations and whatnot and stuff that's providing stuff to destroy you Israelites, including myself. You see, Israelites. And it says, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame. Because a lot of people are going to lean upon it and stuff. But guess what? You're going to be placed in situations where it's like, because what's part of that shame? They sat up here and said that a lot of individuals and stuff have to uh, take the different juices. You know what I'm saying? That was in a syringe. You know what I'm saying? Uh, uh, back in the day and stuff, they was called boosters. You know what I'm saying? I can't say the other word. You know what I'm saying? But boosters. What did they do? Boost your death. And the thing is that a lot of people leaned upon it and stuff. You had people and stuff who had high immunity. You had people who had intermediate immunity and stuff, where they had like some sort of sickness. But then you had people who had low immunity and stuff, and they fucking died. You see, right? And they was pressing that way. It was like, which really is a prelude. You know what I'm saying, to the MOTB, the mark of the beast. But the thing is that they had a prelude, you know, preload. You know what I'm saying, with them injections. And the thing is that people leaned upon it and stuff. Why? Because they still want to fit in society and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They weren't leaning upon the Lord. A lot of people weren't even praying to the Lord. Oh Lord, find some type of way and stuff where I don't have to take this with the rule. And the information was being brought out there through the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? Even when it came down to your religion and stuff, that guess what? That was another useful way and stuff where you was gonna be able to get out that jam without taking that mysterious shit and stuff where your ass wouldn't be able to get compensation from. You see? You wasn't able to get compensation from it and whatnot, but there was ways where you still didn't have to get in stuff and still work your job. Right? So it says Isaiah 30:2. It says that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. It says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame. It says, in the trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion. So I'm gonna grab this. It's Isaiah 36:6. It says, lo, thou trustest in the staff, right? When you go into that word staff, it's the word Masha'ina, right? And it says support. That is figuratively sustenance, or concretely a walking stick, staff, right? Now we already know that somebody who's handicapped or who legs don't really work like that and stuff, right? The thing is that you'll see them, or somebody up in age and whatnot, you see them either with a walker, or you see them with crutches, or you're gonna see them with a staff or a cane and whatnot and stuff, right? And the thing is that it's because they're weaken their their bodies are weakened and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it like that. So they need support. Well, that's how people look and stuff when they come down to this world. You know what I'm saying? This current society and whatnot and stuff. A lot of people are leaning upon it and stuff, but guess what? It's really for your death. It's not for salvation. It's not for your help. It's to keep you in a stagnant a stagnant I wouldn't say stance, but it's there to keep you stagnant. You know what I'm saying? Where you won't rise above. Look at Nipsey Hussle. He used the system and whatnot and stuff just so he can make more money and stuff and put his people on. But guess what? They crashed him down and stuff because it was like ain't no fucking way and stuff that you gonna use our system and put your salt on it because Nipsey Hussle and stuff was a Jake. It ain't no way and stuff that you gonna put your salt on it and stuff and show your people how to rise up above us and stuff using our system. No, it wasn't gonna happen. And a lot of people and stuff lean upon this system and stuff just to make it. Now they could be where it's like, we just gonna do a little bit. We got some of the stuff that go far and beyond and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with getting money and whatnot and stuff. The thing is that if you get too much money and stuff, they gonna cut your ass out. You see? You know, right? And a lot of people and stuff, they lean upon this system, this society, you know what I'm saying, which is the beast. You know what I'm saying? You know, they lean upon it and stuff too, gun hold and whatnot and stuff, where it's like, what, this is what we gotta lean upon. You know what I'm saying? Just so we can have a great life and whatnot. When really, if you're an Israelite, you need to lean upon Yahweh Bashim Shai, who is going to give you a great life and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the status is. The Lord said to be content with what thou hast and whatnot. But a lot of people are not content, so they seek for highness within the society and stuff that's supposed to be our captivity and our punishment and stuff on this side. You see? So I'm gonna read it again. This is Isaiah 36:6. It says, Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt. It says, Whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. So I'm gonna grab this. This is Isaiah 19:2. I'm gonna start at 1. This is Isaiah 19:1. It says, The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud. No, I'm sorry. Let's get to verse 2. It says, And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Now, these Egyptians and stuff is referring to Edomites, full-blooded spirited Caucasians. It says, And they shall fight every one against his brother and every one against his neighbor, city against city and kingdom against kingdom and stuff. And you got that World War III that's going on. Scriptures talk about how the first row and the second row and stuff coming are past and stuff, but the third row coming quickly in the book of Revelations. Now, what it talk about and stuff is referring to, what I'm saying, World War III. Putin, what I'm saying, they from the tribe of Magog, Gog, and whatnot and stuff, but they're still fucking Edomites. They're still white people. So you're gonna have white people fighting against white people and stuff, kingdom against kingdom, like it says in Matthew 24. You see, and it's gonna be, with that being the case, let me see if I can go back. This Isaiah 36:6, and it says, Lo, thou trust in the staff of this broken reed, right? Broken reed and whatnot and stuff. So if you had a cane and whatnot and stuff, and that shit broke for some reason and stuff, but it was a sharp end and whatnot and stuff, guess what? Your hand's gonna pierce it. Now, metaphorically and stuff, this also goes into getting the MOTB, the mark of the beast. You know what I'm saying? Radio frequency identification. NFC, which is near field communications, which uses RFID technology. And then you also get Neuralink and stuff by Elon Musk and stuff when they want to put the chip in your brain. You know what I'm saying? Right? The C-hip, the chip, whatever the fuck, right? And that's what they're going to do and stuff when it come down to society. In order for you to work in society and stuff, then guess what? You're going to have to deal with transhumanism. And transhumanism and stuff is when you're a cyborg, when you half human and stuff and half robotic. You see that shit when it come down to Iron Man and whatnot and stuff, how he's able to control electronics. Well, a lot of people going to be like, it's like, oh, look, that shit is cool. That shit is raw. I want to be like this. I'm going to be like that and stuff. Guess what? A lot of you all going to fold and stuff because you all love this in society. You all love the way that this shit is and whatnot and stuff. This pitiful, this weak ass nature and shit. Cause look, First of all, the scripture says that the older shall be weaker than the younger and stuff, right? When you read Genesis the 25th chapter, when it come down to it and stuff, Esau, Edom is the one who ruling, and he the weak nature, and you all want to be like that. It look like it's power right now and stuff, but it ain't power at all and stuff. Guess what it's gonna do? Get your ass destroyed. You see? Now specific ones, specific things and whatnot and stuff, but if it has RFID technology and whatnot and stuff, then guess what? You will be fucking destroyed. Because guess what? You're gonna be faced with a choice where you're gonna have to sit up here and live like a bum, or you're gonna have to sit up here and be like, you know what? This is what I want. This is what I want to do and whatnot and stuff. Meaning that you're gonna have to kiss the ring. You're gonna have to kiss the ring and stuff of Esau, Edom and stuff, and choose his ways and make him your God. You're gonna have to do that. You see, you got something that's called digital cities. You got something that's called digital cities and stuff, 15-minute cities and stuff, where guess what? They're going to make a cashless society and stuff. And you got what's called Fed Now and stuff. Guess what? All of that is going to be on your fucking, all of that is going to be on your, they're going to have control over you and stuff. If you want to worship Yahweh Shem Yahshai and stuff, then guess what? You finna get cut. You know what I'm saying? They finna have all types of control and whatnot and stuff. You see, you know. So this Isaiah 36 and 6, it says, Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. Now, when it come down to and stuff, when it come down to the RFID chip and whatnot, which is the mark of the beast, the thing is that they're going to use a credula. You know what I'm saying? You can look up that word. I'm going to call it credula. That's what it's called. And the thing is that they want to put something that's in the size of grain of rice and stuff, or someone similar and whatnot. And they also got different other forms and stuff of where they want to put it in your body and whatnot. But you're going to have to choose to do that. The Lord said that he will keep thee from the hour of temptation. Temptation goes into decision. Temptation goes into decision and whatnot and stuff. And if you and the thing is that you're gonna have to make a decision and stuff to choose that and stuff, because you're gonna be placed in a position to commit treason onto Yahweh Shem Shai and choose another ruler. You know what I'm saying? Now you got a lot of jakes and stuff that's doing it already and stuff when it comes down to religion and stuff, but in all be all, if you want to get saved and stuff, you're gonna have to choose Yahweh Shem Yahshai. You can't choose Islam. You can't choose Oolong, what's his name? Allah. You can't choose Buddha. You can't choose that and stuff, because everything's gonna come to naught and stuff, regardless of anything that you say. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna see it in your face and whatnot and stuff. You're gonna see that the Bible's gonna come to pass and stuff, and your shit ain't gonna come to pass in those and those other religions. You see? So I'm gonna go back to Isaiah. This is Isaiah 30:3 again. It says, Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. You know what I'm saying? You all trust in this world. You know what I'm saying? You think it's going to make everything better and whatnot. A lot of you all are MAGA supporters and stuff. Make America great again and stuff. If you make America great again and stuff, and Esau's eyes and whatnot and stuff, that's putting you niggas in chains and being able to lynch you motherfuckers again. You know what I'm saying? And when it come down to the lynching and stuff, guess what? It's not just the black people, it's also Mexicans too. Fuck is you talking about? A lot of you all don't know shit about your fucking history and stuff, because they gave certain points and stuff, you know what I'm saying, that you learned in school and whatnot. But if you did like a extra investigation and whatnot and stuff, you would see and stuff that guess what? You was no different and stuff from the black man, so-called black man or African American man. You know what I'm saying? You see, so. If you all continue to choose this world and stuff, guess what? You niggas gonna get fucking destroyed. And a lot of you all got your mind frame set upon it and stuff, where it's like, no, I want the benefits of this world. You know what I'm saying? I want it. It's my money and I want it now. You know what I'm saying? Well, guess what? your enemy, the devil and stuff, who got a physical counterpart and stuff, you know what I'm saying, which is Esau Edom, guess what he's gonna do? He's gonna sit up here and put you in a squeeze and whatnot and stuff where you're gonna have to lean upon him. And guess what? You're gonna find a lot of people and stuff who gonna fall and they're gonna choose Esau Edom and stuff, and they're not gonna choose Yahweh Shem Yashai. So therefore they're gonna be the 2/3 they founded America. Not if you flee into another land and whatnot and stuff, guess what? You're gonna get destroyed some other type of way because you all do not lean upon Yahweh Bashim Yashah, so therefore he gonna destroy you. You see, scripture says if you deny him, he will deny you. And that's what a lot of you motherfuckers will do. That's what a lot of you all are doing. Matter of fact, I'm gonna grab this. This is Hosea Hosea 4 and 6. It's Hosea 4 and 6. It says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge, right? The knowledge and stuff is being given on to you and stuff. You know, the ways of the Bible is given on to you and stuff, but yeah, you still reject it. You know what I'm saying? It says, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. You know what I'm saying? And children and stuff can go into all ages. You can be old as fuck. You can be in your 60s. You can be in your 70s, 80s, 90s. You can be in the hundreds stuff. You can be on your deathbed and stuff. You still a child to the Lord and stuff. And if you want to sit up here and follow the ways of the world, then guess what? He going to reject your ass because you rejected him. I hope this video was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Harakakodash. Double honors to apostles with great millstone and salutations to your elect, which you ought to be. Shalom with Bob Kwam Yasharala.